What I have here is a bunch of ring lights. Now, ring lights have become a thing all over the world. Everyone who is creating videos, every video content creator has to have a light. And ring lights have become something popular. Like everyone who does not have a light in the video has something that's lacking. Now, my name is Daniel from Dance of Gamers, and today we're going to be looking at ring lights. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the 21 inch, we're going to be looking at the 18, the 10, 13, 12, 16 inch, and the 14. So without wasting any time, let's look at first the 10 inch. Now the 10 inch has 26 centimeters, that's the diameter, and it comes with a tripod stand, which is 2 meters long. That's about 7 inches long. So let's see what it comes with inside the box. Inside the box, let me see. So inside the box, it is in a polythene, and let's see. It comes with the light itself. It's a ring, and it's not so big. It has its controller along the wire. The controller has the power. It has the this should be the increment and reduction of the light, and then this one shuffles between the 3 white lights. So this light has the warm, the pure white, and the daylight. It comes with a phone holder, and then this one this is also part of the holder. Now this is the one that anchors it in case you want to incline it to a particular angle. This should be able to do that. So we shall set it up and then set it on the stand and see how much intensity it brings out. So to set it up, all you would have to do is release this and plug this in, tighten it, and then the lower part, this slides into the ring. You slide it until you feel it has held it well, and then the lower part, this, we roll it in. Let me tighten it a bit first so that it's firm. Okay, this you just roll it to the bottom of the ring until you feel it's firm. Now I'll release to make sure that it's straight. And then on the stand, this, all you do is roll the stand into this joint, and you have your light mounted on the stand. Let me make this a bit firm. Sometimes if you don't need this, you can just put the ring light straight to the tripod. So we have our light set up. And the next part, I'll stand it on the ground so that we see how high it can go and its brightness also. So let me pause the video. So let's release this stand so that we see how high it can go. All you have to do is turn the knobs and then adjust. So I'll turn the lower one for its legs to be released. That should be enough. That way I'm able to position it to the ground. So I can release this one also. So I can pull it. It goes higher than me, but we don't need all that. This should be enough because I need the cable to be closer to the plug. Now, it doesn't come with any adapters. That means that for this 10 inch, you only have a cable that has a USB. That means that you would need an adapter or anything that has USB. For my case, I'm going to use a laptop. I'm just going to plug it into a laptop, and then it should be able to give us light. Yeah, so I'll put it this side so that it's closer to the laptop. I hope now with this I can adjust. Now the reason for this thing, the middle thing, is so that you're able to incline it. Now if I needed to put it above me, maybe I don't want those rings to appear in my eyes, what I would do, I'll put it above me and then incline it a bit so that it's a flashing light from the top. You get, that's the point of this part. So it is very important for people who are making their videos, but for our case, I'll make it face me direct so that we'll be able to see the light a bit. Now this is an open space. That means that there are a lot of lights coming up from different directions. We may not be able to see the exact intensity of it, but as you can see, the part that has the power button has been lit. So if I click it, the light should turn on. And if I click the minus, it should reduce the light intensity being emitted out of the ring. And if I click the if I press the plus, it should be able to max it out. Now the middle part, remember we said that it rotates around the three lights, three white lights. That's the pure light, pure white, the warm light, and then the daylight. So if I click this, it will switch to the pure light, and this will switch to the warm, and then back to the daylight. Now this is how much intensity of light that will be able to come out of this. So this, I cannot say that this is would be enough for people who are going to make professional videos, but people who are going to make let's say YouTube personal videos like the TikToks and whatever, this would be so enough for you because it emits enough light, and it throws that warmness on my face, so it gives you the natural filters. And this is the phone holder. Now some people think that it's supposed to be inside the light, but remember, you're supposed to create exposure for the phone, or for the phone, because this is a phone holder. You cannot have the light in front of the camera, so that's why it's supposed to come out a bit. So the phone would be mounted on this, and it holds, I think it can hold up to an S23 Ultra, because it extends to it's very stretchy. So this is the 10-inch, and that's what it can do for you. We've seen the tripod and how high it can go. It can go higher than me. Now I know that I'm about 5'6", so this thing goes up to, I think, 7 inches high. So that's it with a 10-inch. Let's move on to the next ring light. Now this is the MJ33. Now this one is an RGB LED. That means that it changes colors from the blue to the red to the mixture of colors, or even the flashy glowing colors, just like you see the picture here on the box. Now let's check what's inside. Now this one should be about 33 centimeters wide, and it is the 13-inch. Let's check inside and see what comes in the box. So inside our box, let me get this off. First we have this, I don't know what to call this, but it's the angle thing. I'll call it a jockey. And then we have this one, which is the phone mount, and then the phone holder. And also the 13-inch has the USB. It doesn't come with an adapter. It has the USB, and it has its controller on the cable, along the cable. The cable should be about 2 meters. It has, now this one has the model. It has the up and down. This should be the ones that change the intensities of the light. And then it has the RGB. Now we are also, just like we did with the 10-inch, we're going to test this one and see those colors that it has. See how it reflects to my skin. I have a darker skin, so we're going to see how it reflects on the skin. Which other colors does it have? So the next, I'm going to pause the video and come back with a stand ready to be connected. Now the first thing, we have the phone holder, and we have the phone holder and then the mount. So what we need to do is fix this into this. So we need to first unlock it, plug this in, and then put the cap back, squeeze it back so that it tightens it. Have it tighten up, okay? And then we go to the ring, lock this in. It's just a matter of screwing it around until you feel it's firm. Okay, that's firm enough. And then for this, remember this is the one that mounts the ring at angles. So I'll roll that down and then have this into the lower part. I'll release this so that it faces down. Now this is how you set up the ring. Now all we have to do is set it up to the stand. So this is the stand. Let me adjust it at least a little higher so that it goes to my height. That should be enough. So adjusting the stand from down, you just have to turn these knobs, adjust it a bit. Remember, it goes up to 7 inches high. I don't want to do that, but yes, it can go up. I can also extend this lower part so that it extends up. 1 second. Oh, I'm hitting the lights. Okay, no issue. So I'll put this back to where I need it, and then I'll get my light, twist it onto this. Twisting it is so easy. All you do is pull it up from the ground and then roll it onto this thing. So I have my light. It's too high. I'll lower it. Though for this case, we can look at the use of this thing. Roll this, incline it to an angle. Now this is for people who are maybe making videos and you don't want the ring to be showed in your eye lenses. So you could put it above you and then incline it. Now that's the use of this thing. But for our case, we don't need that. So I'll put it upright and then lower our light to my height. I'll put it this side because it is closer to the laptop. Remember, this thing, it doesn't come with an adapter. It only comes with a USB. So you can use your phone charger or any kind of USB adapter. For my case, I'm going to use a laptop. It should give it power enough to turn the light on. Now for my case, I'm doing this from an open space. That means that there's so many lights coming from different directions. That means that you will not see the exact intensity coming out of this thing, but I'll be able to tell you. So I'll remove the wire tie and then plug it into my laptop. Okay. Now it lights. It has a blue LED, so it will turn on to show you that it's receiving power. So to turn on, let's see, the mode turns it on, and then 1 second. Okay. So these ones will lower or increase. The up and down will lower or increase the lights. If I press the mode button again, okay, my laptop is not giving it enough power, but we shall deal with that. So the mode button will change between the white lights. You remember with the 10-inch, we looked at the 3 white lights. That's the warm, the pure white, and the daylight. So the mode will turn between those lights, the white, the pure light. Okay, I'm having an issue with my laptop. It has less battery, so it keeps turning it off, but that's not an issue. So the upper part that looks at the mode only changes between the white lights. Now, if you press the RGB, it will switch to the RGB lights. Now, the RGB is short for red, green, and blue, but because those are the primary colors, and then mixed together, they'll give you all the colors that are there. So if I press the RGB again, it will change the mode. If I press it again, it will change to a different one. I press again, it switches to a different one. Now these will be the filters that flash to your face. Now if you're making your video and you need that ambience, you could set these lights from different angles so that they hit your face to come out with a beautiful video. So I'll go ahead and press again to see all the other filters that I have with this light. They'll keep on changing. There are about 10 plus modes that you will have while pressing this. You get the solid colors also. Now that's the red, that's the green, the blue, the yellow. So you just go on by pressing the RGB, you just keep on changing through the colors and the modes that you have with the colors. Now, right now you cannot see exactly how much it flashes because I have a huge open window on this side and then also lights from this side and also above. So you can't see the exact intensity of this, but it should be bright enough. Now, this also is not exactly from the professional work. This would be for those people who are still doing the personal vlogging, the people who are doing the personal videos, the TikToks, but you can't use it maybe in a salon for makeup. You can't use it for professional work. You could, but it doesn't emit enough light for you to do that. So this is the 13-inch, and that's everything that it will do. Still, the holder will hold at least a number of phones. Yeah, so this is the 13-inch for you. Thank you for watching. Now, this is the ring supplementary light. We could call it the 14-inch. Now, unlike the first lights that we've looked at, this one comes with a remote. Now, it only has the same things. These things we looked at when we were looking at the 10-inch and the 13-inch. But without wasting time, let's just look at what it has inside. So I'll open it up. It has a nice packaging, that I'll say, and it looks like a premium product. Now, compared to the lights we've looked at before, its diameter is smaller, but it has more LED lights inside. So it might look smaller than the 13-inch, but it has more intensity of light coming out of it than the other its predecessors. So we have the light, we have the remote that comes with also extra batteries. That's a good thing. I love the sealing of it. It has now also, unlike the first ring lights that we looked at, this one has a power cable this should be about 2 meters long. That's long enough. It has the mount and the phone holder, and then I think that's all we look at. We don't need this foam, so I'll put it away. So yeah, this is what you get from the box when it comes to this ring light supplementary light. Now, without wasting time, what we're going to look at is its connection and then the light intensity test. So without wasting any time, I'll pause the video. So looking at the connection of this ring light, mounting the phone and the holder, same procedure. So what we do, we unlock this, fix this in, make sure that it clicks, roll this back, and then tighten it so that the holder is firm into this thing. And then for this one, we put this at the bottom like that. Now roll the lower part a little so that it has that space between. You get, there's a space between. Now we get our light. Now if you look behind, it has a part where you slide it in. Now we shall use the lower part to slide this in, and then the next thing will be tightening it until you feel it is really firm. Yeah, now it's firm. So the next thing, now we have the phone holder in place. The next thing we shall look at will be, let's look at the cable. Now this is the cable. As I told you, it should be about 2 meters long. Let's test that. Or 3, I don't know. So this one, these are 2 meters. 3. A little 3, it's an estimate of 3 meters. That's a very long cable. So the cable, it has a switch here, and then the cable goes exactly into its socket. Now, like the ring lights we looked at before, the 13-inch and the 10-inch, this one does not need the joint that we were putting that inclines it. This one comes already with the joint. So this is the knob that you turn to tighten it or release it. So the next thing that we shall be looking at is mounting it to the stand. Now we have our stand already set up. Remember, we said this stand goes up to 7 inches or 2 meters high, 2.1 meters actually, to be specific. And then for this one, all we have to do is make sure that the tightening screw is all the way out, and then put this one inside and then tighten it until you feel it is firm enough. Okay, just like that, exactly at my height, and then I'll tighten this so that it is straight at me. Okay, let me just tighten it a little more, and this one a little more. Okay, that should do. Now the next thing we're going to look at, now remember this one does not use a USB, so I'll find a socket to plug this in. So right now I'm going to pause the video and find a socket to plug this thing in, and then I'll be back. look how long this thing is and still has an extension. So I'll move it to this side because most of the light is coming from this side. So I'll put it here and then I'll turn it on. This is good. This is really good. So I'll use the remote. It comes with extra batteries, which is a good thing. So I'll open this up. Let's try the remote also, because you cannot control anything because it doesn't have any knobs, so you can't control it from the ring itself. So that's why it comes with the remote. So all the connections, all the controls are supposed to be done from the remote. Let me put the batteries. Okay. It uses two AAA batteries, which the company gives you from the box. Good thing. So looking at the remote, okay. So pressing. Now the yellow, I mean the red button with the crescent on, this is the one. I don't know whether you can see it closely. This is the one that turns on and off. So if I press this, it will turn on the light. The on shuffles between, remember the three white lights, the pure, the warm, and the daylight. So if you press the on, it will switch between those. The off, okay, the off does some change, but I can't explain it. The middle one, now this one with the bulb, dims it up. It just dims it up. I press the on again, and then it comes back. These ones, now they auxiliarily adjust the light also. And then the CT minus, now this works on the warmth of the light. The CT plus gives it a positive gain of the light, and the CT minus turns it to the lower gain. The selection, now there are too many buttons on this thing, but I think some of them just work on the adjustment of the intensity of light that's coming out. Yeah, but we see that this one is more better than the lights that we've checked before. That's the 10-inch and the 13-inch. So this light would adjust. Remember the first lights we talked about them being for personal use, home use. Maybe you want to do your own personal makeup from home, or you want to do simple vlogging. You want to do maybe TikTok videos. This one is a little more professional than those lights that we've seen before. This, I think, would be okay for somebody who has a simple makeup business. Yes, somebody who is maybe doing also videography, low scale, because its light intensity is better than the ones before. So I would recommend this one for business, but low scale business. So yeah, that's it for the 14-inch with its remote and its long cable. Thank you. Up next, we're going to look at the 16-inch. Now, the 16-inch, it's just a plain box. It has a few specifications. Let's look at them. So it is called the LC 16-inch. It has a voltage of 100 volts to 240. So it doesn't matter which country you're in. 50 to 60 hertz. The power, it's 40 watts. And it's dimmable from 0 to 100%. Its color temperature is from 3200K to 5600K. And then it has a color index rate of RA greater than 90. Its size is 36 centimeters. And then the inner size is 29 centimeters. So let's open the box and see what's inside. Now, unlike the ring lights we've looked at before, this one comes with a bag. The ones before, we've looked at the 10-inch, we've looked at the 13-inch, we've looked at the 14, but all of them do not come with a bag. Now, this is an upgrade. The 16-inch comes with a bag. Let's see what's inside the bag. So this makes it portable for you. And I think from this level, I would recommend this for business, because is of the portability. Like you have a bag where you can carry everything to the scene where maybe you have you want to use the light on. Inside the bag, we have a long cable and another adapter. Do I feel like this was a mistake? Okay. So it has an adapter. It has the cable and oh, it has a mirror. It has a mirror. The 16-inch has a mirror, a reflecting mirror. Let's see. It makes my head small. This end makes my head look small. I won't flash it. I won't face it to the camera because it will show my cameraman. But this end makes your head so huge. But one end makes you look so tiny, like a hobbit. And then this side would make you look so huge, like Gandalf's head. But it has a mirror. That's something different from all the other lights we've looked at. Now it has a phone holder and its mount, and then it doesn't have a remote, but it has the controller direct on the cable, and yeah, it uses the adapter. That's why I thought this was a bonus. Maybe the company made a mistake, but anyways, it has an adapter. Let me open the adapter and see. The adapter is it's a 1230 model. It has a range of 100 volts to 240 SC, and then also a frequency of 50 to 60 hertz. It is a 12 volts and 3 amps adapter, and it's 2-pin. So yeah. Let's jump to the connection to the stand and see how, and also look at its intensity. Yeah, so I'll pause the video and then I'll be back with the stand. So we're going to look at the connection of the 16-inch ring light to the tripod. First things first, we look at the phone holder. It stretches out so it can hold any kind of phone. Get this thing off, plug this into this, get this, push it in, and then roll it back to this to tighten the holder so it is firm enough now. So I'll go to the light. On the light, all you do is screw this straight into this until you feel it is firm enough. Okay, now it is firm. So I have my holder. I didn't roll it well. Okay. So I have my holder in place. Remember, it uses an adapter, so we shall be connecting the adapter. But for now, let's look at the stand. This time I won't move it from my left because I've been keeping on moving it to the left. So I'll just plug this in. Remember, it also has this pivot. It's a bit firm. So this is to incline it at an angle like we've seen before with the other lights. So make sure that holds, and then I'll tighten also this knob so that it holds to the stand. Now the cases where you feel like I don't know whether my camera is seeing the whole light or I should lower it a bit. So I'll put it to this angle. The cases, or saying the cases where the light is not, seems a bit big and that is not firm, so it is wiggling a bit. So for that case, you could use a little foam maybe, or you could mount it with a paper inside so that you feel it is holding the grip so well. So what next? Let me see. Make this one a bit straight. So, oh, I'd forgotten. It comes with a mirror. So let's see where the mirror goes. I'll grab my mirror. And I saw a hole up here. Now, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll the mirror right here, like that. Now, People might ask, what's the point of having a mirror? Well, I'm sorry about the camera, but I need it to my height, so I'll extend it a little. So what is the point of the mirror? Now the mirror, for some people, let's say you're doing a self makeup, you would need to look at yourself. Okay, this is, I think, a standard picture. From an angle, I thought it was smaller, but why do you need a mirror? You're doing your personal makeup, you would need to look at yourself. Now you cannot place a ring light and then also have a mirror behind. So the reason as to why they included the mirror, there could be several uses, but this is the reason that I could think about right now, so that you're able to look at yourself. Now it has two options. You can use the phone, just like any other ring light. Normally we just use them for the recordings, but for this case you can do personal makeup. That's an advantage I think the mirror could be for. And then I can turn it to the other side in case I need to look at those areas clearly, so that I apply the right contour and foundation. I don't know those things, but I know that ladies understand those things. So that's why you have one side that is zoomed out. So I look at this and it focuses close to the skin. I can look at the textures of my skin, so I can apply the makeup right. So I think this mirror is so important, mostly for the people having businesses, makeup businesses. Yeah, I think it would be so important. That's one thing that I've seen. But then, without wasting any time, we are looking at the connection of the ring light, not the mirror. So I got a little excited about the mirror. Forgive me. Yeah, so I'll go to connecting it to the power. So it has this cable, which is standard, just like the cables we were looking at before, with the 10-inch, the 13, and then the 14. It has its adapter. So the adapter goes into this, just like that. I'll pause the video and plug this into the power source. I've plugged in our adapter into the power source. As before, we see the blue LED on the power source, so I'll turn it on. Okay, so our light is on. This reduces, the minus reduces the light, and the plus increases the light intensity. Now the one that has those arrows facing each other in a circular form, those switch between, remember, the three lights: the warm, the pure, and the daylight. So it switches between the white lights. And I think there's more clarity when I look at my skin. This adds a little filter, but then this shows the clarity of my skin. That way you can be able to apply your makeup right. Yeah, so this is the 16-inch. It has a mirror, and its controller is on the cable. It has an adapter, and it comes with a stand also. So thank you for watching the video. Now we are looking at the 18-inch. The 18-inch from the box, it has a remote control. Remember the 16-inch didn't have a remote controller, but this one from the box, it shows that it has a remote control, and it holds up to 3 phones simultaneously. It has the free spin, the soft light, the stepless dim, and the non-slip design. Behind the box, we get the same things: 360 roll, rolling pan tilt, free adjustment of light core, compensation angle. Yeah, lots of things. So we shall open the box and see what is inside. It's a huge box. I don't know whether it fits in my video, but I'll get the stuff out. Well, it also comes with a bag. Now, I've realized that from 16-inch, now these are commercial lights. When you get from the 16-inch, they're a bit bulky, so the company is very dear for them to add as a bag. So this becomes portable. However big the light is, you can easily move it around from different places without any difficulty. So I'll open the bag and see what we have inside. Oh, it has a compartment inside, and this is the light. It's a huge light. It may not fit in my video, but we shall see. So this is the light alone. Put this away, and then let's see. Inside the compartment, we get several things. We have, these are 2 holders. We have the power cable. Comes with batteries for the for our remote. This is the first holder. It has the second one, and that is that second remote, and then this. That's all that comes from this compartment in the bag. So we have three holders, phone holders, the mounts, and then batteries, the remote, the power cable, which is 3 meters, and then a little menu for the connections. It has words in Chinese on one end, and then in English on the other end. Now this is the RL18 ring light. So they say its outer diameter, that's the distance between from one end to the other end, is let's see, 45 centimeters, and then inside it is 36 centimeters. That's the inside, and then its wattage is 55 watts. Lamp, the LED lights inside it has 480 pieces. Now those are so many lights. Its color temperature is from 2700K to 6500K. Its power supply is a direct AC, and then you have the connection manual inside. Okay, I think we shall look at the part of the remote. So it says on the remote, this power button, the red button with a crescent on it, is the night light mode. Okay, then this is the dimming. So it has so it shows that up on this side, these two are for brightening, adding the brightness of the light, and then these ones, now that's fair. Then it says this and this are for reducing. Okay, we shall see that practically. Then it has the auxiliary. This feature is to be developed, reserved button. I don't understand what that means, but it says features to be developed, reserved button. So probably this feature is not yet developed. I hope that's what that's what it means. So the temperature, the CT minus and the CT plus, they change the temperatures of the light, and then the color temperature switch is this on the selection. Okay, I think we've looked at enough that comes in the bag and the box. Let's head on to the connection. So just like before, it comes with 3, but we're going to look at the connection of just 1. So I'll put the other 2 down and then look at this one. We remember the procedure. Remove this, put this in, then slide this back in, tighten, so that, okay, sorry, I got it wrong. Just push it and make it even, and then just tighten it, just like that. Now this is the phone holder. So the next thing is just put it on the light. I'll put it in the middle. Now the light has 3 because we have 3 holders. So I'll just use the middle one and then just screw this into and make sure that it is firm because it's going to hold your precious phone. Yeah, so just like this. Now it has 2 knobs on top. This should be for the intensity and also the temperature. Behind the light, it has 2 USB cables because in case you're putting your phones here, you need them fully charged at all time. And then it has the power source. That's basically what it has behind, and maybe the power on and off. So I'll go ahead and connect this thing to our tripod stand. Now, since this is hollow, and this ring, the stands are always standard. When you feel it is not having that firm grip, mount something around. You could put a paper or a soft sponge around it so that you feel that it has held it so firm, because it has some weight. It's also heavy, but has a little weight. So I will first unlock this and then slide it into our stand. Make sure that it is firm. Now it also has this inclining knob that you twist to put at different angles. If I want to put it higher than me, then I will just have to push the ring light up and then incline it to this angle, tighten it, and then have the light drop in above me. But for our case, I'm going to have it face me. Probably for people who do makeup. So I'll have this firm, I'll set it upside and then get our power cable and connect it. So I'm going to pause the video, look for a power source, and then connect this light. I'll be back. This into a socket just to show you where it goes. It goes right here. So I'll fix this in. Make sure that it's turned off before you put in the cable. So it is off. I'll fix this in, and then all I have to do is turn on this switch behind, just like that. So this is our light. I've put the batteries in our remote. So let me incline this a little. Okay. Oh, okay. Just a little to me. Okay, that's firm enough. So with the remote, you can be able to control the intensity of the light. Remember, you can switch between this turns it off and on. Okay, this dims it. Okay, the plus. Now this is some good light. Now this is a light for professional work. It's difficult for me to look directly into it. So this I would recommend for filmmakers, YouTubers, people who are doing professional makeup and bridals. Yeah, so you can easily use the remote to control the intensities of the light. And the remote from the manual, it says that you can use it for up to 5 meters away. So that means that you can remotely control these lights. If you've set them up into maybe your studio, you can be able to control them remotely. Now this is a plus. This is a plus for it. And then let me look at the other. Okay. Now the CT plus and the CT minus. These increase the temperature of the light. Now with the temperature, adjusting the temperature will adjust it from the pure light to the daylight and then to the warm, so you can have those filters in your picture. Now, if I keep pressing the minus, it will switch back to the pure light, to the pure white light. So these two adjust that. The selection, okay, the selection just switches between the three lights we've been talking about: the warm, the pure light, and then the daylight. So if I use the selection button, it just switches between them. And this one, these two, they just slowly adjust. They slowly adjust the temperature of the light. Now this is the 18-inch, and this is how it looks. Let me. I don't like making it face the camera because it will have those weird reflections and maybe affect your eyes. But this is the 16. This is the 18-inch, and this is its brightness. Let me try to set it back to this. Yeah, so this is the 18-inch, and this is what it can do. Bye. Now we have the mega 21-inch. It is really huge. I cannot even stretch out my hands. When I stretch them out, I cannot complete. It's the size of its box, just like the 18-inch. It has the face pin, the soft light, the stepless dim, the non-slip, and it has a remote, and it also holds up to 3 phones. When we look at the back, it's the same thing. It's a 21-inch. It's a soft ring light. It has a rotation of 360 degrees. Yeah, so I'm not going to waste any time. Let's open the box and see what it has inside. Okay, it has some weight. It's heavy. I'll open this. Okay, it has a bag. I'll put the box aside. And the bag is also huge, but with a bag, it helps you carry the light around with ease. It would be better than having the light or creating a box or buying a bag. So the company, this is a plus. The company includes a bag for us. So I'll open it up. Let me turn it this side. I'll open this up. Yeah, just like the 18, it has a compartment. That's where our things are. So I'll put this away. Now, this is a huge light. This is a huge light. So behind, it has two USB ports for charging your phones. It has the power on and off button, and then it has the power inlet. Inside, it has on this part, it has three slots where you put the phone, and then two knobs. So let's look at the accessories in bag. So let me see. We get these. So it is very decent adding a compartment where you put the accessories so that they just don't drop and maybe scratch or make that noise when you're carrying it around. So it was a good thing adding a compartment where you have those things. So we have three phone holders and the mounts. We have the remote with extra batteries, and then the menu. Well, I'm not going to go through the menu because we know it is plain. So it has English, Chinese, and then English on the other side. It is the RL21 ring light. So I'm not going to waste any time. Let's go to the connection. Let's mount it to the stand and then test the light intensity that comes out. I have three holders in my hands, but we only need one to show the connection. So remove the cap, fix this in, slide it back, tighten it, and you have your phone holder done. So the next thing is, how do we screw it to the light? Now the light is huge, but all you do, it has three sections where you put this. So it's simple. You just push it in, screw, and tighten. So you have the phone holder mounted. You could do the same for all the three. I'm just not going to connect them, but the same thing you do. Mount it and put your phones. Remember when I told you that it has two USBs at the end? Okay, this one is not straight enough, so it is difficult to align it into the hole. So it gives you the light has it has two USBs, so you can be able to charge your phones as you use them. The rare cases where you would have to use three phones, but yes, you're given three slots. Maybe the other is not tight enough. Okay, now it's tight enough. Now the other thing that we are going to look at is the connection to the mount. So the mount is easy. The mount goes up to 7 feet. It is 2.1 meters. Yeah, 2.1 meters high. And if the hole is so big, just get something to roll around this so that it is firm into the hole and tighten it. So I'll release this, and then I'll mount it to the stand. Not forgetting, it has the second knob. I think that's tight enough. So the second knob, we remember, it is to incline and straighten or make it face up. So I'll tighten it, yes, and then I'll look for our power cable. I've already connected the power cable into the power, so I'll just grab it. It is very long, it's 3 meters, so it is very flexible for wherever you might set it up. So I'll turn this around and then fix this in. You make sure the power is turned off when you're fixing this, and then I'll pull it back. The next thing is the remote. Just putting the batteries. Remember, it comes with batteries. So I'm going to pause the video and put these batteries in the remote, and then I'll be back. So I'll put our batteries in the remote, and I have to turn on the switch behind. So our light is on. We know that the on and off turns on and off, and then the plus increases the intensity of the light. It's good. It's really good. I've set it a bit high, but I know that I can't even look directly into it without closing my eyes. And we know that, well, from the manual it says that the auxiliary button is probably not, what did it say? The auxiliary button says something about it. Features to be developed, reserve button. So they added a button that is not yet in use. We know that the CT minus and the CT plus, that to increase the temperature or lower the temperature. So the more that I press the CT minus, the temperature will drop, and the more I press the CT plus, the temperature will increase. The selection is to switch between the three white lights: the warm, the pure light, and the daylight. So if I press, it will switch the light into the different modes. So that's it with the remote. Increase and reduce, those are the ones, and then power it off. Yeah, so this is the 21-inch. You could pull the stand up and incline it above if you want. Now these don't have the RGBs, that's why they switch between the white lights, the three white lights. So this, it has also the knobs. In case you don't want to use the remote, you can just do something manual with the knobs. You can change the temperature. One is for the temperature, the other is for the increasing the intensity. So this is also standard for professional work. In case you want to do professional makeup, you want to do a simple studio, you can't afford the big lights, I think this should do for you. So thank you for watching the video. Now this is called the selfie ring light. The selfie ring light is simple. You just plug it on your phone. So if this is my phone, let me remove this cover. If this is my phone, all I would have to do is get this. It is little and it's rechargeable. I don't know whether it has any battery. Let me see. Okay, it doesn't have any battery. I'm going to pause the video and come back after I've given it a little charge. Now I've given our ring light a little charge, just a little. So I don't know whether the intensity will be enough, but we know that it has one button. It has this clipper. So the point of this clipper is to mount it on the phone. Now it has this flat boundary. Now this, it plugs into the phone, then that's the height it can go to, and then this is how it would look on the phone. So it has a button right here, and it has three modes. So if I press the button once, it will give it some light. Sorry, I've not charged it enough. And then when I press it again, it will increase the intensity still. And then the third time, it will give a maximum intensity. Now this is good for a selfie. I wish I could show you how it looks, but it brightens the picture better, very well. And with it fully charged, it is even more brighter. Now let's see, what cases would we need a selfie ring light? Now let's imagine you've gone out with your friends and you've gone maybe to a bar and the lights are not enough for you to take better pictures. Now this is a portable thing and it's rechargeable. It's something that you just throw into your bag and then pull out whenever you want. So you're out with your friends, all you will have to do is go into your bag, get your light out, and then have selfies with your friends without the hassle of having or looking for places with better lights, places that are well illuminated. There's so many cases that you would have to use the selfie ring light. Maybe you're having a Zoom call with your phone and the place is not well lit. All you have to do is plug your selfie ring light, turn it on, select the mode that you would want, and then talk to your colleagues with a bright color. So yeah, this is the selfie ring light, and it only has one button and the charging port. Now in the box you get a short charging cable for you to be able to easily charge your ring light. So thank you for watching. Now that we've looked at the different kinds of ring lights, the choice is yours. Which one is going to work for you? Depending on the kind of work you're supposed to do, it will determine which kind of ring light you're supposed to select. Are you going to choose the 21 inch? Are you going to go for the Sophie ring light? It all depends on the kind of work you are going to do. Now, the other question would be, where can I get these products from? Now, if you're in Uganda, or in East Africa, or the countries around, I'll share the link of our website to these products in the description below. That way you can be able to purchase easily the ring light and then have it delivered to you wherever you are. Now, thank you for watching this video. If you found this video any helpful, I would request that you like it and subscribe so you can follow us and be alerted whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Dazzle Gamers. Bye.